a live phone-in program with Kade Ogodamisi every Thursday from 8 p.m. to 9 p.m. on Ben Television.
Hello, good evening. You're welcome to Politricks with Ko. This is Ben Television live from London. We do apologize, we're 10 minutes late, but we will make it back to you. We're going to get interesting guests into this studio today to make your day. Well, there's been a brawl, another wrestling match in Nigerian Parliament last week. You had the new PDP versus the old PDP having a real nice time, exchanging blows about Jonathan's re-election in 2015. Good luck to them. Today is the day for IGBO, Southeast Nigeria. Brilliant Nigerians all over the world in the diaspora, quite strong, if you describe it that way. I mean, they make Nigeria bubble, despite the fact of the experience during the Civil War. The Igbo people of Southeastern Nigeria bounced back and they come tops in terms of industry, business, and what have you. And today we're going to bring in young diaspora people of Igbo descent to come and talk about Igbo, the culture, the morals, the people, and the diaspora. But first, I have Ngozi with me. Ngozi is a regular on Politricks with Ko. She's going to give us news that is happening on fashion and what have you. Ngozi, you're welcome to Politricks. Come on, it's yours now. Roll it.
Thank you very much, Kay. Yes, I'm starting off with fashion, as you rightly said. London Fashion Week has been happening the past couple of days, and it's just ended as of Tuesday. And it was absolutely a blast. But in the midst of it all, of course, we have the supermodel Naomi Campbell, who has blasted the fashion industry, saying that it is far, far racist, more so now that it was over 20 years ago when she first started as a supermodel herself. Of course, the British Fashion Council has said that they have nothing to do with that because the designers choose the models by themselves. Having said that, there were names of designers that have been mentioned, including Gucci and our very own Victoria Beckham as one of those who are racist in their choice of models on the catwalk. So Naomi is obviously saying that she hopes that the designers of London Fashion Week are going to start choosing models to help in representing the diversity of multicultural London, as it were. Still on fashion, tomorrow, of course, is Jeans for Jeans Day. That basically means that if you can get to work wearing jeans, then please do so, but not just wear jeans to work, but try and contribute, because apparently 1 in 25 children have genetic disorder. And the whole point of Jeans for Jeans Day is trying to raise money to help towards this genetic disorder and funding it for various things that it may be that's going on with that. So please, if you can tomorrow, Jeans for Jeans Day, contribute towards that. Moving on now to entertainment. We're very, very excited. Well, I am very excited to say that our very own Wizkid and P Squared have been chosen for this year, 2013's MTV Europe Music Awards. Of course, we're very excited for them. In the same breath, we have to mention that Fuse ODG, the antenna boy, who's Ghanaian British, has also been nominated for the same award. We wish them all the very best, and we're saying please tweet us, you know our tweet names, and let us know what you think. Of course, we're passing on our very good wishes to them. Moving on to sports, Blessing Okabara, who's the athlete, has been awarded $16,000 for achievement and contributions within the IAAF championship that happened in August. Also, she's also due to benefit from money towards grants. It's a 3-year grant that's obviously coming up for her training before the 2016 Olympics that will be happening in Rio de Janeiro in Brazil later this year. Keeping on with sports, Nigeria, as you know, is going to be facing Ethiopia in the World Cup, African World Cup of Nations. And we are definitely proud of our Super Eagles, knowing that they are going to be amazing. So best luck to them. Do you have anything on this news? Do you think that we're just being too big-headed? You're more than welcome to tweet us and let us know your thoughts on that. Speaking of which, Two-Face Idibia was in Jos actually promoting peace and goodwill. He's at a meeting in a mosque, and he's talking about peace. That's following obviously the unrest that's been going on this past year. And we wish him the very best. I think it's definitely going very, very well, and we wish him all the best. Again, as I say, tweet us and let us know your thoughts on that. I'm going to pass you back to Kayode now for Politricks. Enjoy the rest of the show, and I'm going to see you here sometime soon. Bye-bye for now.
Yeah, you're welcome back to Politricks with Ko. That was Ngozi, fashion, entertainment, and sports. And Nwanyi, or did I say that right? I think that's my horrible Igbo coming into play. Well, I have interesting young Nigerians of Igbo descent in the studio. But before then, I just want to tell you one interesting thing about the Igbo people. I did my youth service in Enugu State in 1993. And I must say that's one of the best part of my life, from Nzi to Ogu to Awuku. Nice food, great people. One interesting thing about Nigeria is that the people in the interlands, I mean, when you talk about Igbo, I'm not talking about the educated Igbo. Igbos in the village or any part of Nigeria that you go to, you see that they have interesting things to say about other Nigerians, no animosity, they welcome you. So tonight I have the Igbo Culture and Support Network, ICSN. ICSN is a Nigerian diaspora organization with focus on Igbo people of Nigeria, whether Delta, Anambra, or even in the diaspora. They've been on for 15 years and they are still growing strong. It's a non-profit organization. It was founded in 1998 as a forum to empower young Igbo people. Can you imagine? They've got 1,500 members, and it's the UK's largest networking organization for young adults of Nigerian Igbo descent. ICSN prides itself as being passionate about the rich cultural heritage of Ndi Igbo and committed to enhancing their awareness amongst Ndi Igbo and friends of Igbo land. And people ask me, Kayode, it's politics, why are you bringing Ndi Igbo? And I just believe that Nigeria is a country that is made up of ethnic nationalities, and we need to understand ourselves better, you know, so that we can move our nation forward. So tonight I have with me, I've got Shimzuri Ezigbo, who is the president of ICSN. Shimzulu, if I didn't get that name right, just correct me. You're welcome to Politricks with Ko.
Thank you.
And I've got Uloma Edomobi, you know, please pardon my wrong pronunciation of your name. He's the PRO exec of ICSN. You're welcome to Politricks with Ko. Now I'll start, ladies first after men, they say, isn't it? Right. But let me start with you anyway. Tell me about the Igbo people of Southeast Nigeria.
So, there's not enough time to describe the Igbo people of Southeast Nigeria, but what I do want to talk about is ICSN, and we do represent all the states that identify being Igbo in Nigeria. And what we do is we're a multi-state organisation, and we have people all over England, all over the UK, born in England or born abroad, or just people that are just residing in England at the moment. We just have a forum and networking. It's Igbo culture support. So basically we promote all things Igbo, our culture, our rich heritage, language, cooking, dancing. And it's a place for us to come and have a common interest and just to enjoy, you know, Igbo culture.
I'm going to just ask you this question because I'm not hearing a strong Igbo accent. Were you born in Nigeria?
So I was born and raised in England, in London, really? In Islington. Yes.
In Islington, and you still have that link towards your own land.
Yeah, funnily enough, I didn't actually go to Nigeria until I was 18. So I had not been to Nigeria in my childhood. We weren't one of the families that went back. My parents also, you know, they went back very often, but me and my siblings, we never did. So I didn't grow up, as you say, with strong kind of Igbo connections. But when I was in my house, you know, we were very Igbo. My parents raised us in an Igbo traditional way. We ate Igbo traditional food, and hence why I'm so passionate about my culture now. It was later on in life, at about 18, when I went to Nigeria for the first time. We flew straight to Port Harcourt. It was when I think Virgin Nigeria was still running. And from Port Harcourt, we went to my place, which is Imo State. I'm from Mbano. And when I got there, I actually felt a sense of identity. Wow. I felt like I had arrived.
More than Islington.
More than Islington, exactly. I had never been to Nigeria before. I was 18 years old, and I remember getting to my village. You know, I remember getting to my village and just thinking...
You're feeling accepted.
Yeah.
And
exactly.
Sorry to call you, I'm going to say... It's actually a privilege to see young Nigerians born in the diaspora. I mean, they've got strong links. We have Nigerians, Igbo Nigerians and non-Igbo Nigerians who want to sound more British, identify more with London and New York than with their homeland. What inspired the ICSN?
I would say that what did inspire the ICSN was just that sort of that trying to bring the Igbos together. You know, a lot of us that were born here couldn't, you know, we can't speak the language, okay? And obviously they said that the language could probably go into extinction, I think in the next 20 years. And so there was a cultural, you know, renaissance that took place, and I think, so the organization started in 1998, and it started with just, you know, 2 people to 5 people to 20 people, and it just grew and grew and grew. And many of us, I mean, I'm the president, but I wasn't the founder, you know, and many of the people that are around now weren't around when the organization started. So it has actually become an institution, and it's something that we all believe in.
And this has been going on for 15 years.
It's been going on for 15 years, and it's bigger than all of us.
And in terms of support, the support network, do you have enough support from...
I don't think we do. That's one thing that ICSN, we want to bring more people, because we feel like there's not everyone knows about ICSN, Igbo Cultural Support Network. We have a website, we have a Facebook, more on Instagram, more on Twitter, but we don't have a lot of support from the older generations. That's what ICSN are looking for, because we are young. Me and Chimmy are both under 30, but yet there's a whole generation out there that can teach us more. They can help us. You know, we have events that are organised by just us, and we would like support from home, from Nigeria, from people in the UK, even people that don't know about ICSN. Come along and learn about Igbo culture. You know, we just need more support from, you know, people from home.
Now I'm going to ask you, do you mind if I call you Chi? I find Chi easier to...
Well, you can call me Shimi.
Shimi, okay, yeah. Now, it's quite interesting, and I'm quite amazed, because I've lived in the UK since 2003. I've been in Europe since 1999. And I know a lot of cultural groups that try to come together. It breaks down after 2 years.
That's right,
or 2.5 years. And what has been keeping you guys going in terms of... I saw quite a number of activities on YouTube that you've organized.
Yeah.
What is it? Is it that it's just because your generation, you're just the same age group, and probably when you grow older than this, you're going to abandon? What is it? What makes it the organization take?
I think it's a combination of so many things. It's the zeal and passion that we have for our culture. It's the understanding. It's also the fact that we have a strong constitution, which we all, you know, follow. And like I said to you before, nobody is bigger than ICSM. We've all come to accept that the organization and the interests and the agenda of the organization is paramount and bigger than all of us. And again, we don't do politics, but apolitical. So you'll find that we've removed those things that could divide us and focus
absolutely,
on the
because
unite us.
because with politics, then you now start getting into I studied politics. I've been in politics in terms of getting to know. I know the intrigues there. But Uloma, let me ask you this: we're talking about Igbo culture here. What is wrong with Igbo people? Why don't you marry outside Igbo land? You know, it's quite interesting. I mean, the Igbos behave like the Jews. You just put yourself in one.
They do say that Igbos are the Jews of Africa.
Igbos.
The thing is, Kaide, things are changing, actually. You know, there's so many Igbos that, like us, were not born in Igbo land. They were born in Lagos, they were born in the north. A lot of them are marrying their peers, their friends from school that might not be Igbo. Things are changing. But I still don't think it's a bad thing if people do tend to want to marry within their culture, because maybe they feel that it's not that it's a safety net, but sometimes it's best to do what you know. And when, you know, you start to obviously mix and basically try to incorporate 2 different cultures, there can be conflict. You know, if you look at the strongest communities in the world, like the Jews, they don't marry outside. Even the Asians, they don't marry outside. The strongest communities, especially in London, if you look around, the strong communities are tight-knit. And I'm not saying that we shouldn't integrate, because ICSN is for everybody. ICSN, anyone can come to our events, anyone can come to our meetings. It's for everyone, but the only thing is it's about Igbo culture.
So it's not like you're segregating yourself from other...
No, we're not. People can come to our events, our New Yam Festival, our Christmas party.
Oh, you do have New Yam Festival?
We have New Yam Festival, we do.
And what do you do in New Yam Festival? You bring yams and...
So New Yam Festival, for those who don't know, is Igbo harvest. So right now during church, I'm sure everyone's having their harvest time. If you're Catholic or Church of England, it's just harvest. It's a traditional custom, and it was just to thank God for bringing the new yam. You know, they say that Igbo yam is the best. I don't know.
And I'll ask you, Shi, let me, but before I go to Shi, let me now bring this to you in particular. Now, you live in England.
Always, yeah.
You work in England. How often do you go home?
Okay, so as I said, I did want to go to Nigeria as a child. My parents never took us, me and my siblings. In in my I went to Nigeria 3 times last year.
Yeah.
The year before that, I went once, and the year before that. So I've been to Nigeria in my whole life 5 times. But as I'm getting older, I can make that. I can go by myself. I don't need to go with my family, my parents. I have made connections with my cousins, with my extended family. So I'm safe. I have places to stay and stuff. So I tend to go often.
And Shimzo, let me ask, if you talk in terms of the link between Igbos in diaspora and Igbos at home, do you find any difference, like in terms of Igbos in diaspora and Igbos at home? Is it that the aspirations are quite different from the aspirations of Igbos at home? Because Igbos at home are confronted by the social realities that we have at home, poverty and what have you. How do you align these seemingly different aspirations amongst the Indie Igbo in diaspora and Indie Igbo in Nigeria?
Yeah, that's a very good question, Kaide. And I think that the way, again, we focus on culture, we focus on the fact that we want to revive the language and and we remove those things that would divide us. Okay. So the Igbos at home in Nigeria, just as much as the Igbos here in London, in the UK, want to see that their children are speaking the Igbo language. They want to see that their daughters are growing up knowing how to cook the food, that their sons keeping up to the old, age-old Igbo tradition of perseverance and hard work. And these are the values that we promote in ICSN. And
I'm going to put you on the spotlight now. If I say Kedu, what do you say? Okay, that's the little one I picked in Enugu, apart from the other ones I can't say on here, obviously. But I would encourage everyone to call in to this program. We prepared a small clip for you to show you about the Igbos and what they do. What the efforts Igbos in diaspora are actually making to keep the culture, the tradition, and the language. We packaged a sort of clip for people, for our viewers in Nigeria, to see what's happening. That we're not just giving up on Nigeria, and organizations such as the ICSN, they are making their own little effort. They're not just sitting in the comforts of their zones in the UK. So we encourage you to watch this clip. And you come back to us. We're going to have phone calls. We encourage Igbos from all over the world to call us, and especially friends of Igbo in England. Stay tuned, and please don't go away.
Oh, school's so annoying. I just hate learning to count in Igbo. It's so hard. Let me get something to eat. Daddy? Each other orange? Ole? Okay. Isi, Isa, Otu. Why does he want 3 oranges? Okay, Basaragi. Daddy, here are the oranges that you asked for.
Oh, thank you. But actually, I'm Otu.
Exactly. Otu is 3.
Otu is 1.
Oh, Daddy, counting in Igbo is so hard. Oh, I've got a test tomorrow. How am I supposed to pass if I can't even count to 10? How did you do it when you were growing up?
I'm younger than you.
Isaac! Somewhere!
Yes, Mommy?
Are you people reading at all?
Yes.
We had to read and also listen to others when they're speaking. When we cannot speak, our mom will shout at us.
So I guess I've got to read then.
Hi, Mom.
Hi, Auntie.
How are you?
I'm fine, thank you.
How's your mom?
She's fine.
Your dad?
He's fine, Auntie.
Your brother?
They're fine.
And your sister?
Auntie, we're all okay, thank you.
Okay, brilliant. So where are you going?
Auntie, I'm going to school. I have a test today.
Oh, so how is that faring?
It's okay, but I'm learning to count to 10 in Igbo, so it's really difficult at the moment.
Oh, yeah, count.
Now?
Now.
Oh. Okay.
Go for it.
Otu. Abo.
Ato. Ano. Ise.
Isi. Isa. Isato. Ite. Iri.
Oh, Brilliant, fantastic. Up you.
Thanks, Auntie.
Oh, yeah, special. Here's £20. Go on, buy yourself something special.
Thanks, Auntie.
Enjoy the rest of your day. Okay, bye.
Auntie Jo is good. She gave me £20. What am I going to do with all this? Oh, maybe I'm going to buy some McDonald's.
Okay, if you want to learn Igbo, I'm going to be making a series, yeah? And the series, I'm going to be calling it Teaching Igbo, Series 1, 2, blah, 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 you get me? So, yeah, first of all, this is like the very basics, the very basics. Like, if you want to say good morning in my language, if you want to say good morning in Igbo, you say Ụtụtụ ọma. Ụtụtụ ọma. Ụtụtụ ọma. If you saw someone like early in the morning and like the person is just waking up from the morning, you say Isarachi, or some dialect might say Ibolachi. Yeah. If you want to say hello, you say Ndewo.
Back to Ben TV, and the reason I have this class is that the questions are coming in on Twitter. I mean, gosh, people are interested in the Igbo. But the first question I'm going to ask you, and I would let you have it, is why are Igbos so arrogant and they look down on other ethnic nationality in Nigeria? They just feel they are the best, and that's one question that is coming in from Twitter.
Okay, yeah, sure. I wouldn't say that the Igbos are arrogant. But you have to look at it from the perspective that the Igbo culture is based on achievement. Yeah. Okay, so we're not a people that, as you would all know, that have kings and royalty and it's passed down generations and dynasties. You become what you make of yourself. And the way people view you in society is what you have is based on what you have achieved yourself. So an Igbo man from an early age is encouraged to work hard, to persevere, and make something of himself. So when he does make something of himself, obviously some people might take it that, he's happy with himself like anyone else would be. And some people might take it to mean arrogance, but I would not say that Igbos are arrogant at all. We're humble people, and even if you go to, for example, if you go to Onitsha main market, you'll find that a lot of those young boys there that are millionaires, they don't tend to wear jewelry and wear gold and what have you. They will just throw on anything, wear their Kango cap, short knicker, and they're good to go. So Igbo's being arrogant, I wouldn't say. I don't know. I don't think. Can
you list some of the achievements, some of the things you guys have done in terms of helping the Igbo community and in the diaspora?
Okay, so as we said, for ICSN has been running for 15 years, but the last 3-4 years has actually been very pivotal to the success of ICSN. 2 years ago, Amaka Edemobi, my sister, and Chinedu Onyali, our finance exec, they started the Igbo school. An Igbo school teaching Igbo language. It was based in Holborn, central London. We actually start our 4th term next week. They started this Igbo language school. They recruited a teacher who previously worked at SOAS, which is the School of Oriental and African Studies. We actually were so successful that SOAS actually closed their Igbo language classes.
So you run an Igbo school?
We run an Igbo school based in Holborn. It's evening. It's for young people, young professionals. After work, it's in the evening, and I've actually done the intermediate. I started on the beginners intermediate, and now I'm on upper intermediate because I don't speak Igbo fluently.
So people can come in and learn Igbo language, the culture.
We have people that are not Igbo. We have people that have spouses that are Igbo.
And you got people from SOAS. That's one of the leading
a teacher from SOAS to teach
in the UK. Yeah. Well done. I've got Chooks on the line. Good evening.
Good evening, Kayode.
Chooks, good evening. Where are you calling from? And you've got my one name, and I can't say Wanya. Wanya means my wife.
Kayode, good evening. Adane, good evening, and my brother Ndewo.
Dalu.
Imela.
Thank you. I thank you guys so much for bringing or trying to showcase the Igbo culture to the whole world to see how good and how brilliant and industrious we are.
Yeah.
But I must acknowledge you guys, but in the next episode, please kindly at least identify us with at least a rich culture of our traditional wear. Then the second thing I want to correct is the impression that the first question Kayode threw on the young man.
Yeah.
Igbos don't look down on the other tribes of Nigeria. It's just
That's right.
the hard working of the Igbos brought envy.
But Chooks, let me come in there. You guys want to take over Lagos. You say Lagos belongs to Igbo people.
Now, if you can go back to history, if you want to raise the issue of Lagos, you went back in far back at 18-something and remember that the Portuguese colonized Lagos and sold Lagos out.
Okay.
So we don't want to go back into history in that. So if you want to know the hard working of the Igbos, you can go back and watch things like Things Fall Apart.
Yeah.
Or a popular Nigerian movie named Igodo. You will see a typical Igbo man who was working hard. Igbos are known to be working hard. And when you remember that when you are working hard, like Sabwana of Sokoto said, Sultan of Sokoto said that Igbos are people who work hard and a laborer, whereby when you make him a laborer, he would like to become an oga. This is what Igbos are meant for. They work hard in order to be influential in the public. Igbos practice a kind of republican life, whereby the king, before democracy come into Nigeria, Igbos have been practicing democracy in the sense that they have the Igbe, the elders in council, the air groups, the women leader, and the council of the elders, whereby things are being deliberated, then brought out to the council before
Chooks, thank you so much. You've actually given us some bit of history, and we do appreciate that. Thanks for calling into the program.
Thank you.
And that's it. You've got Chooks there giving us the Republican nature of the Igbos, and obviously, I actually envy the fact that Igbos, this issue of king lording over others, was rejected by Igbos way back. This issue of I wouldn't want to go back into this arrogance because every race is perceived as arrogance when you're trying to aspire. Can you name some other things you guys have done?
So we have so many things. So other than the language school, which is on its 4th term, we have started an Igbo dance troupe called Egwu Oganeru.
Egwu Oganeru. Okay.
Yes.
And that's a dance group.
Yeah. It's a ICSN Igbo dance troupe. We dance Igbo dance. We do the ogene. We do dance from every Igbo state, from Imo to Anambra, all the Igbo speaking or Igbo represented states in Nigeria. We do the dance. I'm in the dance troupe. We were nominated for an award, for an Igbo award last week. Wow. The dance troupe is going from strength to strength. It first started when we wanted to dance at Iriji, and then we started to get bookings. People started to inquire more. Wow. We have dance school, we have dance lessons, which is based on Camden Road on Saturday mornings to learn Igbo dance, and it's a good way to keep fit. It's good fitness. It's a good way to just socialise. The dance school is doing very well. Our dance teacher is Kosachi Ezobo, also Igbo that was born and raised in the UK in London, and she's teaching Igbo dance.
Honestly, that's a positive part of Nigerians in diaspora, and Igbo dance troupe. You can go in, see them, keep fit, learn Igbo language, and do well for Igbo land. And if you're doing well for Igbo land, you're doing well for Nigeria.
Of course.
And I want to ask you this question. In Enugu, there is this masquerade, Igbo masquerade, that dresses like a woman. I don't know if you know this. The masquerade.
That would be Adamma.
Is that Adamma?
It's Adamma masquerade.
It's amazing. What do you know? Can you tell me more about the Adamma masquerade?
That's just celebrating the Igbo females, and like we Igbos believe that the masquerades are the spirits of our ancestors. Okay, and I mean now it's just costumes, I guess, but we try to represent all aspects of life. So there's even an Igbo masquerade that's known as the idiot, and its role is just to act like the idiot, and the Adamma is there to act like the beautiful Igbo maiden.
So I like the fact that there's a masquerade that honors the women. In my tradition in Yoruba land, we have gelede dance and what have you. We have, is it Adamu? Is Adamu on the line?
Yes, Adamu is on the line.
Sorry?
Hello, Adamu is on the line.
Okay, please, where are you calling from?
I'm here in London.
Sorry?
London.
London, okay, please make your contribution. You've got Igbo brothers and sisters in the studio.
What is said, I commend the people in your bank.
Okay.
And I commend you for bringing that Igbo thing on a TV. You know, and what the man took, the man took, what he thinks about the Igbo people is true. He said the right thing. But what I'm saying is that why is it that this girl, she come here, she said she don't want to talk about Igbo people, she want to talk about ICSN. She should know things about Igbo people and talk about Igbo people. She cannot come on national TV and say she want to talk.
Okay, Adam, maybe we lost you. We probably misunderstood Uloma. She's talking about the role of ICSN and Igbo people. I'll let her speak for herself. I think we've got Onora on the line. Good evening.
Good evening, sir.
Good evening, Onora. Where are you calling from, please?
I'm calling from Albury.
Okay.
Yeah, I want to thank you guys for the program. You know, I'm so much proud of to be an Igbo man.
Thank you.
And my question is that when do you have your programs and the venue and the time?
Okay, I'll let them. Who you would want to take on that? When do you have your programs and what time?
So, ICSN is for Igbos and for Igbo and people interested in Igbo culture. We meet every second Sunday of the month. So we meet every second Sunday of the month from 6:30 p.m. Currently, our base is at Claremont House on White Lion Street in North London. Yeah. So that's second Sunday of the month. Yeah. We meet at 6:30 p.m. at Claremont House, which is on White Lion Street in N1. We'll be meeting there till the end of the year, and we have events throughout the year. We have a social every month. We have bowling. We have a Christmas party in December. We have business events. We have events throughout the year. But our biggest event that we have throughout the whole year is our New Yam Festival, Iriji. We have Iriji every month, and it's our New Yam Festival. It's organised by ICSN. ICSN is for Igbos from 18 to 40. It's for young Igbos. And this year is on the 19th of October in Pechi Academy. And that is one of the things we came to speak about today.
You've got it there, they've got events, and we have another caller. Is it Abe? Abe, good evening.
Good evening, Carol. This is Abby Omokaro.
Okay, good evening. Where are you calling from, please?
I'm calling from London here.
Okay, good.
Basically, I'm just calling to say that, you know what, I appreciate what you're all doing on the TV. In fact, I was very impressed in tuning in, and I said the young people not forgetting where they're coming from.
Yeah.
I'm not a Yoruba person. I'm a Yoruba woman married to a Benin man. However, I was just calling to let you know that my closest friends are actually Igbo people. And, you know, I know the first question you said was talking about arrogance and all that, but I wasn't calling to say that. I just wanted to call to say that Igbo people are truthful people.
Thank
the friends
you.
that I have that are Igbo people, they make me so proud.
Thank you.
You know, they cover me even as Christians. They're always there for me. They've done things that I'm not going to say they're better than my race, but there's a scripture that says that there's a friend that gets closer than a brother. And I have those friends with Igbo people, so that's all I thought to contribute tonight. And well done, keep it up.
All right, thank you. Thanks. You see,
Thank you.
getting a lot of people encouraging you, but people actually appreciate what you're doing, and because we have young Nigerians in diaspora, you know, doing something.
Can I answer Adami's question? So when I said I wanted to speak about ICSN, I want to speak about ICSN first because it represents how proud we are to be Igbo.
Yeah.
As growing up in London is so multicultural, so diverse, it could have been easy for me to just assimilate and just be British and just forget about my culture. But ICSN is that platform between me and my culture. And that is why I don't need to explain about Igbo people, because what we do, the efforts that we have made to keep Igbo culture alive in the UK, while people at home or wherever else are kind of trying to disown their Igbo culture heritage, we are here trying our best to promote it, to basically just promote our culture so people can come and enjoy and see the rich heritage we have. My Igbo culture is like one of the biggest things to me. Hence why we dedicate so much of our time to ICSA.
Okay. I want to ask you this.
Okay.
We've got Shimanda
Adichie.
Adichie. We've got this other young Nigerian writer, the other Igbo girl.
Chibondo.
Then we've got Shina Achebe. We've got all the new sets of young writers winning awards from all over the world. Happen to come from Igbo land.
That's right.
Is it the water or is it the spirit?
It's the yam.
Where do they get these gifts from?
To be honest with you, writing, I think it's something that just comes in our genes, I think, because you have to remember the first black man that was known to have written a novel, I guess in modern times, was also an Igbo man, Olaude Equiano. And again, it comes back down to the resilience of the Igbos. We like to tell our own story. You know, we like to tell our own story. And even Chinua Achebe, having written his Things Fall Apart at the age of 26, but you can see that what actually made him want to write the story of Okonkwo in Umuofia village was because of the novel written by Conrad, depicting Africans as bush and barbaric and everything. And there's nothing more powerful than a people than being able to tell being able to tell your own story. And Chinua Achebe started it, and Chimamanda Adichie upheld it, and we're all proud of them.
And in terms of talking about saying your own story, before then, I've got Gideon on the line. Gideon, good evening.
Yeah, I'm calling from Manchester.
All right, you're welcome to the program. Can you make your contribution, please?
Yeah, my contribution is this. I'm so happy to hear that these two young lady and a young band are from Igbo. They do recognize that they are really Igbo guys.
Yeah.
I'm so happy to hear about them. And I also want to contribute as regards to what the first man said, that the next time if they're trying to show this kind of stuff, they also have to dress in Igbo attire to make sure that they are really promoting the Igbo culture and language as they say. And I also want to contribute that they also make it wide for other young Igbos in diaspora to be involved in the activities they are organizing in London. Thank you very much.
Okay, thank you, Gideon. I've got Dr. Mike on the line. Dr. Mike, good evening.
How are you? Good evening.
Good evening. So where are you calling from, please?
From Camberwell.
Okay, I've got Shimzulum and Uloma in the studio.
Well, if there is anything that is annoying me right now, is the disunity of the Igbos.
Okay. Go ahead, we can hear you.
The Igbos are so strong, handsome and beautiful, perseverance in everything in life, and the brain of a country called Nigeria. Again, you have the aspect of the Igbo man that anywhere he gets to, he must survive. And wherever you get to, and there's no Igbo man there, just go away, there's no progress there. We know that. But I have been of the serious opinion that by now, the Igbos would have asked the federal government of Nigeria for a serious reparation in terms of the damages that was done to the Igbos during the Civil War. And that's why I'm so disappointed in the Igbos in any phase of life, whether writer, whether engineer, whatever. I am so disappointed in this.
Okay, because I know ICSM will not be able to discuss politics, but I would want to ask you, in what way would you think reparation would be justified?
Thank you very much. Yeah, it will be very, very well justified because there's a precedent. In the first place, I'm not an Igbo man. My name is Dr. Mike Uyi. I'm from Benin City. So today I'm not an Igbo man.
Okay.
The issue here is that when Obasanjo invaded Odi, as well as Zaki Biam, right as I speak with you now, they are negotiating with them on how much to pay them in terms of billions of naira for the damages caused to these people who are just one particular community. That is a particular community in the Benue State and a particular community in
Bayelsa State. I take your point. I take your point about reparation, and I think that's a valid point. In my opinion, I also think the Yoruba people deserve reparation in terms of how Lagos has been left devastated by the federal government. But that's a debate for another day. Kelechi is here. Good evening, Kelechi.
Hello, good evening.
Good evening. Where are you calling from, please?
I'm calling from Southampton.
Okay, I've got my two guests here, shining in the Igbo.
Let me greet my brothers and sisters.
Oh yeah, go ahead, fire on.
Yeah, all the I'm so proud of you guys.
Email.
In fact, I don't know what can I explain how I'm feeling right now. You know, just you know, the question the moderator there said about people being arrogant and the rest. I don't know whoever said that message. I don't know what that person is thinking of. The Igbo said it all. Igbos are very hardworking people. I'm one of those hardworking people.
Kelechi, before you go, what part of Igbo land are you from?
I'm from Imo State.
You're from Imo. Wait a minute. I hope you're not Mbise.
No, I'm from
You know the proverb about if you see the snake and you say an Mbise man, kill the snake, leave the snake and let the...
I'm a Igbo man. I'm from Owerri West.
Okay.
Oh, wow.
All right. Thank you for calling. I've got Vincent on the line. Vincent, good evening.
Yeah, good evening.
Where are you calling from, please?
London. Can you hear me now?
We can hear you. Yeah, good evening. Where are you calling from?
London.
Okay, go ahead, please.
Just to congratulate these two young Nigerians, let me say Nigerians, but they are evil. I've been trying to get through this life, you know. I think what you need to do more, I don't think you are in the position to cause reparations and all that. All that. What you are doing now is to see whether you can ginger up your fellow people, young girls and boys. You carry on. What you are doing now is a step forward.
Okay.
I would want you to go forward and get into that Friday program. I think it's Igbo program.
Okay, thanks, Vincent. Why are you not dressed? Vincent, thanks for calling. Why are you not dressed in the white, red cap and the traditional wear? That's the one valid question.
All right.
Is it because of the cold? Or?
I'll take your question first. I'm not wearing the red cap because I'm not. I'm not a chief. I don't hold any title. But actually, to be honest with you, I'm coming from work. Okay. So, yeah, we do ICSM, but we also have our day jobs as well. So there was no time for me to go home, get changed, and come back here. And again, we also have to understand that being Igbo doesn't mean that you have to walk around in a traditional attire. Yeah. It's not when you don the Isiago that you should be Igbo. It's when I'm walking down the streets in Oxford Street wearing my my Louis Vuitton and my Gucci, and I can still be Igbo. It doesn't mean anything, You should be Igbo wherever you are, regardless of what you're wearing.
Okay, I've got Eric. Eric, I understand you're calling from Ireland. Is that true? Eric, good evening. Hello, Eric, good evening. Okay, we've lost Eric.
So this is why we're here. We want to encourage everybody. If you have anyone that you think might be interested in joining ICSN, then go on our website, icsn.co.uk. Join us. Come to our meetings. If you don't live in London, take a weekend and just come down. We meet on a Sunday. We're encouraging all Igbos, anyone over 18. So whether it's your child, your cousin, your niece, your nephew, just a relative that you think will be interested in ICSN, feel free to come along. ICSN is a great place for young Igbos to socialise, to get to know each other, to make relationships. I've made lifelong friends at ICSN.
Okay, when you say relationships, I take that on board. Now, if you're that single Igbo lady and single Igbo guy, there is a chance somewhere. Do we still have Eric on the line? Okay, we don't have Eric on the line. Now, I'm going to ask you this question. And what is it with Igbo people and money?
Okay.
Igbo and ego, there is that thing in Nigeria. It's not I'm not the one saying it. I'm just reflecting what people say about that. Well, Igbo man does not joke with his money.
Right. If we take it to the Bible, they say, I might not get the quoting very right, but they say that a labourer deserves his wages. Now, back to what I was saying before, that we work really hard, you know, and from an early age you're taught that, you know, you have to, the way we say it in Igbo is Iwambo. Iwambo. You have to get it going, you know, stand up, do something, and be seen to be doing something, you know. And so when you do that, the reward for that is usually money. Now, there's this kind of, I guess, stereotype that we love money too much. I don't think that we love money too much. I haven't really, and they say an Igbo man will kill his mother for money. I'm yet to see one example, even just an example that happened in 1930 of an Igbo man that had killed his mum for money. I haven't, just one, I'm yet to hear of that. So it's a misconception.
We're soon going to get to the end of the program, and I must say to you that I'm very well pleased to have both of you here, because I challenge Igbo people both online. I'm actually calling to Igbo because I challenge Igbos. I want to bring out the argument and the debate, and I think it's a debate that we must continue to have. What would be your passing shot?
About Igbo people? About
Igbo people, the people, how people can come in and help you. What are your needs?
So, I think we have an amazing, amazing culture, and I think everyone can celebrate and enjoy an aspect of Igbo culture. I think the positives are, there's just too many to name. But for ICSN and for what we do for Igbo people is we have our meetings. We meet every month, come rain, wind, snow, whatever. We meet every second Sunday of the month. And we do that because we want to keep this going. It's been going for 15 years, and we want to go from strength to strength. And we want help from whether it's the government or from business people or for people who just want to come along. Come and share with us at ICSN. Come and share, tell us what you do, what your interests are. That's what ICSN is about.
I would want you to, because there are lots of people online. And this is going it's spreading now. You want to tell us about your Facebook page, where people can connect with you?
Twitter, with regards to anything promotion,
So I just want to show, this is our Iriji brochure from last year.
And that's a journal.
That's our journal, and we will be distributing this at our Iriji on the 19th of October. So 19th of October, Saturday the 19th of October, we have our Iriji New Yam Festival. You can pick up a brochure there, and it's a way for you to come and you can find out everything from our cooking school to our language school to our dance school. We have many schools, Igbo schools, that are run all by Igbo people from ICSN. Right now, tickets for Iriji are £10. And for £10, you get food, you get entertainment. We have dance, we have bands, we have performances.
My producers are sorry to cut you short. You don't agree with me. We've had an interesting time. We've got Uloma and Shimzi in the studio. This is about Ndi Igbo of southeastern Nigeria and Ndi Igbos in the diaspora. Good night. My name is Kayode Ogundamisi. It's been Ben Television in the UK, live from London. Thanks to my producers and everyone involved in this show. Thank you. Good night.
Thank you.